What does every top network marketing leader have in common? Companies have paid me tens of thousands of dollars to unlock the secret that I'm about to share with you today. And the truth is, it's a simple shift. And when you make it, you too can build a big business. Today, we're going to be demystifying the big build and talk about what does it really take to build big, but we are going to simplify it. Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Robbins, former kindergarten teacher turned network marketing top leader. Together with our team, we do over $1 billion in sales every year, and I share my best practices in my best-selling book, Rock Your Network Marketing Business. We've grown one of the most successful network marketing teams in the industry, and I coach not only what's worked for me, but thousands of others inside of my coaching program, the Network Marketing Inner Circle. And today we're going to be talking about some simple shifts that you can make in your business and really start to see an incredible impact. So if you guys are ready to hear that today, give me a yes in the chat. And we're going to share with you some simple shifts, a simple shift that you can make to really grow some great momentum in your business. Now, before I share that with you, I want to just quickly share, success wasn't always easy for me. I failed forward quite a bit, just like many people here, like many entrepreneurs, right? There's a learning curve. It took me 3 months to recruit my first consultant. And I remember sitting with one of my mentors, Leslie, you'll see her in the picture here, crying in my pasta, saying, how could I ever make $3,000 a month doing this business? Why $3,000 a month? That's what I needed to make in case I lost my teaching job. It was a recession of '08. Didn't matter that I was the most requested teacher in the building. Teacher tenure out Trump performance every single day. So I thought, man, I've got to become a student of this. And she said, literally, people ask me today, like, how did Sarah become successful? And she said she was a student of the profession. But you guys, it was really funny. I remember approaching somebody for the very first time, and I share this story in my book. And I remember thinking, man, skincare, that's what I sell. I'm going to go up and talk to her at a cosmetics counter. And I remember picking up this bottle of skincare. My hands were shaking. My knees were knocking. For the first time in my life, I saw stars. I did the network marketing, verbal vomit all over her. And I thought, oh my gosh, she looked at me like a deer in headlights. I ran to the car, called my mom, who's my sponsor in the business. And like any good daughter would do, I cried. And I thought, what do I do? Go back there? And my mom's like, no, get out of there. And I wondered, how would I ever become successful in a business of networking if I was afraid to approach people? And here's the thing. Where do I find people? What do I say? Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're just like, I need the skills. I need the tools. And that's what I decided to do. I decided to become a student of our profession. And I started going to industry events. I started investing in my training. I thought I invested to become a teacher. Why would I not shorten my learning curve, which saves me time? Invest in coaches and events, which makes me money. And I remember going to this event called the Mastermind event and sitting as a student in the audience. Here you'll see I actually made it to the stage as a top leader. This was years later. But I've seen this example done every single year where the top earners in their company come to the stage and they ask a series of questions. Here's the cool thing I want you to hear about this story. All different products, all different pay plans, but there's one thing that they have in common. Okay, so it's not about the company. It's not about the products. It's not about how they get paid. There is one thing they have in common. We're all asked a series of questions. How long have you been in your business? 5 to 25 plus years. Then how many people have you sponsored? 50 to over 250 over time. This is over many years. And then we're asked the question, how many does the majority of your how many legs or leaders does the majority of your team sales come from? And typically, and again, I've seen this done every year. I've been in the profession for 15 years. It's just a few, 3 to 5 legs or leaders. So what was the one thing that these top leaders had in common? They power prospected. They prospected for the business to really build additional profit centers, to build additional sales teams. So what is prospecting? Here's the thing. It's actually quite simpler than you think. So there's different versions of Webster's dictionary that define it as sifting and sorting and looking for gold. And that's kind of like, what prospecting is to us. If I told you you had 4 gold bricks in your backyard, would you dig until you found them? Well, sure you would, right? If you knew, of course, that you were going to make more money from that gold than you were digging up in your backyard. So there are other people like you out there that think that your opportunity could be an amazing blessing to them right now, but it's all about finding them. So where do I find people? What do I say? Well, it's actually quite simpler than you think. I wanted to invite you guys. It's going to be an incredible event. It is my 3-day. Let me see if I can actually show this to you as a side by side so you can actually see me here and see the graphic a little bit better. It is a 3-day recruiting challenge. It is totally free for the industry. And what makes it unique is, unlike other trainers, generic trainers who aren't necessarily building a team, so it's all theory, this training is not on trial. I'm in the trenches, not only as the number one earner in my company, but the number one recruiter 15 years later. And this is my give back to the industry that has totally blessed us in a time where, honestly, guys, people need our opportunity the most. The reality is, kids are back in school. It's time to get back to really building our business bigger than ever before. So I'm putting forth this month, August 28th through 30th, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, a 3-day challenge that is totally free to teach you how to power up your prospecting. We're going to be talking about, where do I find people to share my business with, both online and off. If you're like, I don't want to spam my friends, I don't want to sell in the DMs, guess what? I don't either. That's not what I do. I'm going to teach you exactly what to say. In addition to that, guys, the majority of my leads come to me online without any paid ads. And here's the thing, it's strategy that is much simpler than you think. If you want to be a part of it and hear not only what is working for me, but for the thousands of others that I coach successfully in my business, we are going to be demystifying the big build, teach you how to be a power prospector and absolutely rock your recruiting this year. You and your teams can register. We have very limited space available. So I want you to say, I'm in, if you're in the comments below, so we can get a better feel for how many of you are going to be there. But you can register right now. You can check it out. And then, of course, afterwards, make sure you hit the share button and share this with your team. The more who know, the greater your team will grow. You don't want to miss it. It's rockyourrecruitingchallenge.com. Here's the reality. What does every single top leader, top earner have in common? They've never stopped prospecting. They've never stopped building their business. They've never stopped. They've never taken their foot off the gas. I always say, if you stop recruiting, you're going to die a slow death in this business, right? It's always about bringing on the new. So you're going to hear how 15 years later, I have never run out of leads, and I do this with ease at the Rock Your Recruiting Challenge. These 3 days can do more for your business than any other. So what I want you to do is commit to block this time out. Be live, on time, cameras on, distractions off, absolutely ready to rock your network marketing business. Now, it's totally free. There is no catch. There will be an option you'll see on the page to upgrade to VIP if you want to do some personalized coaching with me after, where I can answer your questions, also help you with implementation. So like on social media day, break out our phones, do it together. And then, of course, you as a VIP will get access to the recordings. Otherwise, it won't be recorded. So make sure that you plan to be on live if you're going to be joining us for the free challenge. Okay. So where do you get registered? It's rockyourrecruitingchallenge.com. I want you to shout out below if you're in. And then the moment that you do that, you don't want to wait. You want to make sure that your teams are registered at rockyourrecruitingchallenge.com. Again, it's August 28th through 30th. Plan for about an hour to 90 minutes each night. And remember, these 3 days will do more for your business than any other. If you want to know how to demystify the big builds and figure out, how do I really build a big business doing this, but simplify it, I'm your girl. I hope to see you guys there. If so, give me a shout. And don't forget, right after, share this on the team page, in an inbox with a friend. And remember, the more who know, the greater your team will grow. Well, I see you there. Let me know in the chat below. I'll meet you in the chat after this. Have a great day, guys. God bless. Goodbye for now. And rock on, rock stars. Talk to you real soon.